Hello YouTube, Flashlight Enthusiast here. This is the recently reviewed Armitech Doberman Pro Max featuring SFT70 emitter and ultra high quality design. Combined with simple user interface and easy access to strobe and turbo, it makes this flashlight a pinnacle tactical design. But if you are for the market for this kind of flashlight but not willing to sacrifice so much money, while also valuing a flexible user interface and USB-C charging, this Sofirn SK30 might be a good alternative for you. I got this flashlight directly from Sofirn for purpose of this review, and if you are interested, make sure to check out the link below this video. Oh, and by the way, there is a huge discount for this and other models, so this is probably a good idea to purchase it right now. The package looks like this with the Sofirn SK30 picture and is made of this nice texture cardboard, and down there is also some specs, and I like that Sofirn is transparent about their step down policy in this flashlight. Inside the box there is a flashlight in this nice nylon holster, a user manual, Type-C to Type-C short power bank style charging cable, as well as wrist lanyard and 2 spare O-rings in case you need a replacement. And yes, this thing is pre-attached to the flashlight, so you definitely won't miss the insulation paper. So before operating, make sure to unscrew the head and remove this insulation paper. And if you are a holster enthusiast, there is one in the package with this nice stretchy fabric. The flashlight fits quite well in this, even with the pocket clip pre-attached, and the length is just perfectly matched for this flashlight. Interestingly enough, we have a metal D-ring, and here there is this clip with Velcro too, so the attachment is really solid. We've got this belt loop also. So in here, really nice quality for that price in my view. To be completely honest with you, in my view, this is not a tactical flashlight. It is a flashlight for tactical enthusiast or tactical savvy gadget user that would like to have a tail switch flashlight that is powerful, fun to play with, however has so many features that tactical flashlight just cannot have. There is this dual switch tail cap with different shortcuts and more than 2 mode user interface. There is this black anodized pocket clip with quite deep pocket carryability, however it is not attached that solidly, it slides quite easily all around, which is not the case in this tactical neck storage for instance. However, build quality and finish for a product in this price is definitely great. We've got this nice, not too aggressive knurling, we've got this aluminum body, hard anodized, we've got stainless steel bezel for granulated here. And what is most important, we've got the latest SFT70 LED, paired with smooth reflector for quite nice 3000 lumen output and quite good throw for a flashlight with this head size. And we have to bear in mind that this is a 21700 cell flashlight and weighs only 158 grams, so quite light, which is 5.6 ounces. Similar size and battery Armitech weighs 201 grams or 7.1 ounces. So if you don't need that durability of Armitech, the Sofirn is much more compact and lightweight. If you unscrew the head, as the tail cap is glued in my sample, you reveal a nice set of anodized and lubricated threads from the factory. There is one O-ring here, simple spring down there at the head, and there is 21700 cell in 5000 mAh capacity included in the set. Not the best cell on the market, however it does not hinder the performance of this flashlight. Well, you can use other unprotected batteries, as there are 2 springs from 2 sides. Just make sure you don't use these long protected batteries, as the springs might not handle this. Whenever you power on the flashlight, there is this battery indicator with green flashing green, red and flashing red, indicating your approximate battery power that will disappear after a couple of seconds. And if you see flashing red indicator, there is this USB-C charging port under this rubber cover. And when you plug it in, there is a red indicator when charging is in progress and green one when the charging has been finished. With my sample, as it happens in some cases of Sofirn, I encountered a problem when green indicator appeared the charging did not stop actually, so there was still current flowing into the battery. My advice, unplug the charging when you see the green indicator. Thanks to a dual switch telcap, we've got really nice user interface. So there is this main switch, the round one, and there is the auxiliary switch, this rectangular one. So the rectangular one, the auxiliary switch, when you tap it, you've got instant access to strobe mode, which is really nice from off. When you hold it, there is the strobe mode. When you depress it, the flashlight goes off. There is the main switch, the round one. So when you click it, there is the last used mode, and there you switch between different modes via the auxiliary switch. So there are five different modes in the loop. So there is your ultra low, low, medium, high and turbo, whatever you call it. When you hold the switch, there is the strobe mode and you don't have to press the switch anymore. One click will return to the previously used brightness. While there is also a shortcut to turbo output when the flashlight is off. When you tap and then click, there is the turbo output and you don't have to hold the switch anymore. Simple, practical style user interface with shortcut to turbo and strobe, in my case, perfect for the law enforcement for instance. And when the flashlight is on off, you can lightly loosen the head to make it more secure during the transportation, aka lockout mode. Here are my lumen measurements with the included 5000 mAh battery. If you need more time, feel free to pause the video. Looking at the runtime graphs, you can clearly see that my sample showed quicker step down than manufacturer specs. We've got over 3000 lumens at start, which is really nice, and around 2881 lumens after 19 seconds before a quick step down over the course of 7 seconds to around 2185 lumen level, which was sustained to around 2 minutes and 25 seconds mark, with flashlight body achieving 46 degrees Celsius. Then we've got really nice sustainable output of around 900 lumens over the course of 1 hour and 57 minutes before step down to lower modes. As you can see, there is also another step down after 2 hours and 47 minutes approximately, so this flashlight won't leave you in the dark that quick. Which can be seen on the high mode runtime graph here. As you can see, we've got 904 lumens after 30 minutes before step down to around 816 lumens, then over 780 lumens after 1 hour and 52 minutes. Then another step down to around 294 lumens, and then after 2 hours and 49 minutes we've got step down to 127 lumens, and so on and so on. So summing up, good regulated output with lots of step downs not to leave you in the dark. As mentioned, SK30 uses the latest generation of SFT70 LED in the smooth reflector. The centering is nicely done and there is no dust in the reflector. In this kind of budget, well, I'm positively surprised. And there is this anti-reflective coating on the glass, and what is quite interesting is that somehow Sofirn manages to not have a black dot in the center of the hotspot, despite using the same emitter as much more expensive Armitech with the precise reflector. That's how it's done. And thanks to the domeless emitter, the beam is quite pleasant, pure cool white with 6500K 70 CR as shown on Opal measurement here, and you've got nice focused round hotspot with slight corona and bright spell without a pronounced tint shift thanks to the domeless emitter. Perfect to medium distance illumination and walking around, however bear in mind that this flashlight will not illuminate everything in front of your feet, as the beam is more focused rather than broad and wide. Summing up, SK30 is a great quality flashlight for that price. You get really nice performance with boost driver and flat output regulation with the latest SFT70 for really peak 3000 lumen performance with good throw for a reasonable budget, and Sofirn shows that even for a budget price you get a premium performance and beam quality not seen sometimes in much more complex and expensive designs. And that's what I value in this brand, that you get a decent solid product without breaking the bank. While in my view this is not the ideal flashlight for a true tactical user for military, however this flashlight I think might be used successfully by law enforcement officers, someone who likes to have a lightweight powerful flashlight with instant access to turbo and strobe, but his life does not depend on a piece of technology or in particular mode selection in this particular moment. I just wish Sofirn fixed this problem with charging once and for all. Nothing major, just unplug the flashlight while the green indicator appears, however leaves some bad taste in my mouth after this review. So I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to support the algorithm and not to miss any future videos that I release. If you have any questions or personal comments, leave them below this video. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you in the next one.